Hello my loves, and welcome to a speed build. Sorry this video was a little bit late. This video was supposed to be out on Friday, but I just ran away with inspiration with a video that I've got coming on Christmas Eve, and I decided to go with it. I decided to run with that inspiration and leave this until the weekend where I can kind of muster it up properly and get the edit and everything finished. And here we are. Here we are. Now, if you think, oh, you sound a bit tired, Aidan, it's because I am. It's because I am. I've just had a really hectic week this week. Getting things ready for Christmas, sorting out videos and whatnot, but also getting too in-depth with a game I'm really enjoying playing, and I think you can guess what game that is. And I didn't get to bed till very late last night, and it's quite early on a Saturday morning because I am going to my friend's art studio today, and we're going to be making some wreaths for Christmas. So I needed to be up early to record this and get this out for you lovely people. So here I am. Now, this is a modern minimalist farmhouse. I did build a farmhouse. As you guys know, there was this elusive farmhouse that I built, and I actually did this farmhouse on a 64 by 64 lot. It was modern. It wasn't as minimalist or in the same kind of design as this one, but the recording footage was sadly corrupted and I was missing clips here and there, so I decided to scrap that build entirely, which I'm fuming about because it was such a nice farmhouse. It was such a nice farmhouse, but I decided to build another one, and here we are. So it is on the summer home lot in Windenburg, 40 by 30, I think this lot is. I could be wrong. I think it is, though. And ignore what I'm doing with this garage area here as well. This actually changes. It changes, and I go a lot more stark with it. It's a bit too much of a rich wood and a green door and stuff. I like it, but it's just not for this build. It didn't suit the interiors and stuff, so you'll see in a minute. It's all done with custom content as well. I will make sure what I'll do first is link down below or type down below the creators that I've used. And then tomorrow what I'll do is actually go through, itemize everything on what I've used or the packs where I got it from. And I will then get it up on the gallery for you lovely people. But today I don't think I'm going to have time to do that because I've got an hour and a half before I need to be ready for my friend to come and pick me up. So, yes. Yes. It's usually from the same creators I always use. This time, obviously, Harry, Felixander, Illogical Sims, Pier Sims as well. I used their Oak Kitchen, Little Dika, and Ravasheen I've used in this build in particular, and it looks really nice. The interior, I really wanted to try and do a classy Christmas vibe, so very kind of not Tumblr. I didn't want it to look Tumblr. I hope you guys understand what I mean when I say that. Tumblr always just reminds me of like Alpha CC. Do you know what I mean? With all of the duvets all like scrunched up and off the bed and stuff. And I'm not about that vibe. I wanted to go for a bit more of a minimalist kind of classy vibe. And I really like the color theme that we went for the inside. We went for a very kind of pale red and rich green and grey vibe. You'll see it. Pale greens as well. I did use some pale greens in there as well. And I really love it. I love the living room area. It's got 2 bedrooms. It's got an open plan living and kitchen and dining area. Obviously, it's got a garage as well. 2 bedrooms upstairs and a bathroom on each level as well. So 2 bathrooms too. And yeah, I love it. Now, I started building this lot not in the snow. Main reasons being I wanted to get the landscaping in first before I put the snow down, because we all know the landscaping just disappears when you do this. So I wanted to make sure the building was attractive enough before I put any kind of snow down, and to make sure that when you guys do download this lot, it's not just a kind of weird looking building because I decorated it in the snow. I hope you get what I mean when I'm saying this. So what I did was put these hedges from Debug all the way around. These hedges actually disappear in the snow because they just turn into like sticks, which I completely forgot about. But it still looks nice. It still was attractive and I liked it. End up putting a little fence underneath of the hedge as well to stop your Sims from walking through it. And yeah, it worked. People keep saying like, oh, the Sims don't do that anymore with the debug items. I've been seeing them do it. So I'm going to carry on putting in kind of like hazard fences underneath to stop them from walking through. But yes, I did really, really enjoy building this. Really, really enjoyed building this. I was listening to lots of alien UFO stories on podcasts. And that's just my shit. I love things like that. The paranormal. It's all for me. If you're wondering what podcast it was the Mile Higher podcast with Kendall and Josh. Absolutely love that podcast. It's it is my favourite podcast without a doubt. My other favourite used to be Jenna and Julian, but they're not here anymore. I actually genuinely do miss Jenna Marbles. I really do. She was just one of the realest, loveliest people for me on the internet, and I miss her uploads. I really, really do. I hope she comes back soon. I really hope she comes back soon. But yeah, this build came together quite easily. I knew I wanted it to kind of look like an English or British farmhouse, but have this modern edge to it. So you can see I used concrete and the kind of corrugated metal like siding. And I just think it suited this build. And I really wanted the build on the outside to be very pale in comparison to the greenery around it. Lots of windows that I used from the bathroom pack from Harry and Felixander. But also I used the windows are they from Seasons? I can't remember. The ones that are on the front of the build now. I can't remember where they're from, but they come in all sorts of colours. But they came in this nice dark grey that I thought made the build look traditional, but then I put a big glass pivoting door for the main door, which kind of gives it that modern vibe. And I love it. I do. So this is me getting the terrain paint down before I make the snow come through. You can see I've already kind of decorated the walls and stuff using the Seasons kind of decorating boxes with some nice pale lights. I wish we could have those lights without having to go into the box to make your sim decorate it. I wish we could just decorate it ourselves, but it doesn't work like that because it's kind of not an object. It's just a thing that happens and appears wherever you put them. But I would like that. So make it happen. We're so limited on Christmas things. And we didn't get any kind of update this year with new Christmas or holiday even, not just Christmas. Like objects. And that was annoying. I really, really wanted something new. And the fact is, I even looked around for custom content like Max's Match CC for Christmas, and there was hardly anything there as well, which, I was so disappointed. We actually did it on stream, and it was a big CC shopping fail. There was just nothing around that I could find that I liked. That was kind of like what I knew I wanted to bring into this farmhouse. Such a shame. Such a bloody shame. How are you all doing anyway? I hope you have a lovely weekend. Thank you to you guys that joined me on stream yesterday for Spiritfarer. That's really beautifully animated, cute game. Quite sad, beautiful music. It was lovely. It's always nice to get my teeth stuck into a new game with you guys on stream. So I just thank you for coming the other day. It means a lot. So here we are. We are in the interiors now. I've used the herringbone floor from Harry and the siding from Harry as well, like a pale green. These sofas are Peacemaker from the Myra Living set. They reminded me of candy canes. They've got this like candy cane kind of stripe on them when you look closely. They're supposed to be pink, but they're almost like a raspberry looking pink. So they are quite red. So I wanted this muted red to be in here, which is what I did. And I just think they look lovely together. That fireplace is from Illogical Sims. It's the same one we've got in game, but without all of the kind of add-ons on the kind of like the chimney pipe bit. These cupboards here are from Peer Sims as well. I used that as like this big siding, and I put made my own kind of unit using a mirror behind the fireplace itself, and then putting these shelves from Harry on top the concrete shelves. And I just really loved how this came together. It was almost like it was built in, and I loved it. Loved. And I was just trying to get as many nods to Christmas around without it looking kind of tacky, you know? So color, I was using a lot of colors, a few objects here and there, Christmas objects, especially the ones from the holiday pack itself, like the little Christmas trees and the jars and stuff like these here. I love those objects. And lots of candles. So I really wanted it to look like Christmas, but without having this very obvious Christmas edge to it. And I liked playing around with this and trying to make it look a little bit classy, you know? And it did, in my eyes. I thought it looked very nice indeed. You'll see that anyway in the video tour that comes up at the end, because I do a nice little video tour. I actually used these as well. I sized them down in the end. They were a bit too big. I kept looking at them. They kept catching my eye. These are actually from Seasons. They're like the sort of dangly ceiling decorations, but I just put them over one side against the window. But I end up sizing them down. You'll see that a bit later on in the video tour. So, kitchen. I used the kitchen from Harry in like a concrete and like a pale green. And I just really loved how this looked. And it was a nice big kitchen as well. Like, it's not closed off in any way. I knew I wanted a breakfast bar on the other side. But then I was like, oh, this space is definitely big enough for an island. So it takes me a little while to get the right position for the island and the right size. I go a little bit too big in the beginning. But in the end, it still looks very nice indeed. I love these waterfall edges to this counter. It's just beautiful, classy concrete, and I'm for it. You can see me like, yeah, that's way too big. And then I was like, let's put it here. Nope, that's not the right position. What about there? Here we go. Nope, we're going to move it along again. I end up moving it quite a bit, but I think we end up with the best position for it. And it's right there. I thought that was perfect. And then we get a nice sink in here as well, just built into the actual island itself. And it's very nice. Love that flooring. That is from Harry. It's the same as the base game flooring. It just comes in a variety of swatches. And obviously I went for a pale grey in this lot. I wanted this to have a very calming interior colour. So lots of pale muted colours. And I really love the dining room area as well. How I did the dining room. You'll see that in a little bit. A beautiful Christmas table, if I do say so myself. I was trying to mess around with the corner bit, because the corner bit just looks like a completely different colour to the rest of them. And I can assure you it's not. It is just the lighting in The Sims 4. For some reason, it does that. No idea why. I couldn't fix it. But anyway, so this is the dining area. I used I can't remember what, I think that is from the kitchen pack, is it? I can't remember what pack this table comes with. But I end up using that table with the chairs from the Tiny Traveller pack in like a faded green colour. And what I do is put some mistletoe hanging from the back of the chairs as well. I can't remember when I do that. I think I do that a little bit later on. I cannot remember. But what I do is lift the mistletoe up and hang them off the back of the chairs, and it just looks really cute. This is me trying to pick the perfect rug in here, and we had the nicest one when we first brought it out, so I used that one in there. But again, as I was saying, it's very minimalist. Minimalism is not always everybody's cup of tea, but it is my cup of tea. I love minimalist things. I try to do it in my day-to-day life. I think it's just, I don't know, having like a minimalist house, it makes your brain. It makes your brain not so scattered. Well, obviously not, because I just called it a blane, didn't I? Ignore the snowy escape chairs as well. I actually changed them. The wood tone just kept, yeah, you can see I've already changed them now. The wood tone just kept popping out to me. It was too warm. So I used, you can see them back there. I used the ones from the bathroom pack instead, in that same kind of muted green as well. That little door, what I'm putting there, that is a toilet through there, or a bathroom actually. It's a full bathroom. And I love it. Love these little like wall hangings as well, which came with the holiday pack. They're very cute. I would love to have seen them in some more swatches. Yeah, Yes, I would. I would love to. Love to have seen it. But yeah, very, very nice. If I start to go quiet, it's because I'm absolutely tired. I'm going to chill out all day tomorrow, and I can't wait. Now, this will probably be the perfect video to say this in as well. I'm actually taking some time off over Christmas. My last video will be on Christmas Eve. And then the next video I will be bringing out won't be until the 4th of January. So that is quite a bit of time off. I think it's like, well, it's over a week. I just wanted to take some time off and spend it with my family, and safely, of course. And so, yeah, I'll be back on the 4th, Monday the 4th, and we'll carry on with some more videos. But I just wanted to let you guys know that. I think I've said it in various places, and I'm sure I've said it I'll do a community post as well. But I just wanted to let you guys know that's what's happening. Now, this is me putting in some more detail into the kitchen. Again, trying to pull those muted kind of red tones across, and a bit more of the muted green. I do that by using like the coloured sort of like bowls and cups, and also I use the flowers as well up on the sides. And this is me putting this mistletoe. Now, I think that I cannot remember where this mistletoe is from or what creator did this. It's slightly alpha looking, but I end up going for it anyway, and it looks lovely. You'll see it a bit better in the video tool, and I'll make sure to link that down below tomorrow once I've linked everything else as well. So, being a farmhouse, you're going to need some kind of boot room. So what I did is just put this off to the side of the big pivoting glass door, just to make it look like that when they've been out in the countryside for a walk, they can take their shoes off without dragging mud through the house. But it's still very open plan, but still separated as well, just with use of dividers and the floor plan itself. And I really like how it came together. And I love that sofa set from Peacemaker. I think it's so lovely. Again, Peacemaker stuff is slightly alpha, but it's more, it sits in very nicely with Max's Match. I'll say that. Now, my Sims couldn't use this stairs for a while as well when I went to player test this, and it's because of that bloody plant below it. I had to shuffle it in. So don't worry, your Sims can get upstairs now as well. So there is like a weird kind of like log burner out in the hallway area, but I had this thought, like, imagine like getting into your farmhouse after a freezing cold walk in the snow or outside, and as soon as you get in, you're greeted with a fire while you take your boots off and stuff. So that was my vision on that, and I like how it came together in the end. Really did. So up into the bedrooms now. I haven't really got a master suite, perhaps, because they're both very similar in size, but I just wanted to differ their style slightly. This one here, we go for like a full rich green wall with that same orangey red colour that we used downstairs. A little nod to Christmas, a classy nod to Christmas, shall we say. Using the Tiny Traveller bedside tables and the Country Collection bed, which is both from Harry, and I love them. And again, I tried to use this one in here. I thought, oh, that would look really cute, and then I put two sofas next to it. There were a lot of changes made in this bedroom, but I kept them all in this time just so you guys to sort of see my thought process here. I was putting this on a slant to begin with, and it doesn't look that bad. I do kind of like that, but I don't end up going for that instead. We use the Country Collection wardrobes in here, and then I put a nice sofa over there as well. And then I went with two, and I was like, nope, that's too much. Why would you need two sofas in here in a bedroom? It's not the one, Aiden. So I end up going for these, and I just use one sofa there, and I just much prefer it. But those wardrobes are so lovely. I love those wardrobes. Really do. Bloody love them. And then I put a nice mirror behind it, and just a cheeky little... Did you hear my voice then? My voice cracked. And then a cheeky little mirror over into the corner. I was trying to use that kind of day bed, but it's got like a shelf on the back of it, and I always get annoyed with trying to put that into the wall and stuff. I love it, don't get me wrong, it's gorgeous, but trying to put that bed up, you're not supposed to put that up against the wall really, but I usually try and always fail. I fail. But I like this bedroom. It's very calming in here. Very calming, but still with a Christmas edge, and I'm for it. I really am. Same with those pictures there with the like trees on. I think they're from the same creator. Oh no, I think those are from Severinka. Yeah, they are. Maybe the mistletoe is from Severinka as well. Could be. Yeah, I think it might be. Severinka would be the creator of them. But yes, into the last bedroom. So as I said, it's not really a master suite or like a double bed. Do you know what I mean? They're both the same sort of size. I just wanted to play around with the styles a little bit. So in this one, I went for like a green bed, put a bit more richness on the walls using quite the orangey red curtains that we've used in places. Same with the light as well in here, a little bit more of a reddy tone. And I just mute everything down in here slightly, a bit more of a Scandinavian kind of vibe, but still using the same rich green wardrobe because I love that. I do, I love that. And then I put a little mirror over into this corner here as well. Oh God, I'm so tired. I don't know how I'm going to last today. Making reefs. Part of me wants to cancel, but I can't do that on my friend. I've already made plans. But you know, when you make plans and you're just like, oh, I really wish I didn't make plans. Today is one of those days. Because I would have not got up as early as what I did this morning if that was the case, my loves. I would not have. No way. That sofa is from Peacemaker as well, as is this little sideboard that I'm using next to it with the glass. Love that folding kind of glass table. I think it's lovely. And everything else is from Harry and Felixander, I think. Oh, and just Harry. Just Harry. Struggled at what to put in this corner. I was like, what can I put in that corner? And then I thought, do you know what? I'm not putting anything in it. Not putting anything in it. So this is the last bit. This is the bathroom. I wanted a full bath in here with a big mirror. I used kind of a muted kind of grey brick wall and then these gorgeous glittery green rich tiles that were from Illogical Sims, I think. And I just love the vibe in this bathroom. The only time I tend to really, really enjoy doing bathrooms is when I'm using custom content. And this build is obviously very heavily in custom content. And I love them. I use those like those pendulum lights everywhere as well. And they are from, I think they're from Illogical Sims. I could be wrong. But again, I will link everything down below so you can just chuck it in your game and it will be there. Anyways, I have rattled on for long enough. I'm going to leave you now, my friends. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. I'm going to catch up with comments this weekend and obviously link you guys to all the custom content used. I will be back on Monday with Let's Build the Worlds. But until then, my friends, have a lovely weekend. Goodbye.